Hey guys, what's up? This is gonna be kind of like another car chats, car vlogs. I can't remember what I was labeling these, but I'll think of it and I'll put it in the title probably somewhere. About my birth control experience. It's like 6:32 right now, and I'm headed to campus for a KEA event tonight. It's like a little paint party. We're painting like classroom signs basically for our classrooms, and Pinky is watching the girls so that I can do this. So and I'll be back after their bedtime. So I've been making their dinner and blah blah blah. I wanted to make this video actually the other day. I had a follow-up appointment for the birth control that I have now, which is Paragard. I wanted to make it after that, but it was just crazy, and I did film actually 2 videos that day, just not this one. So because I kind of wanted to do it like this, like just on the go talking, and I didn't have my SD card, and you guys are totally bored with this story. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I wanted to talk about my birth control experience, mainly because I've been having some slight like issues, problems with birth controls lately, so I kind of wanted to give my own experience with it. I first started taking birth control pretty young when I was living with my mom. She put me and my sister both on the pill when we were in high school, as a smart mother would do, I guess, because I probably will do the same thing. So she made us take the pill. I honestly never, when I was in high school, noticed any side effects from the pill. It was nice that I knew when my periods were going to be. We all knew when our periods were going to be, and you know, we're prepared for them and stuff like that. I never noticed any like weight gain, mood shifts. I was already having some like mood problems in high school. I had like a lot of like anxiety, depression, stuff like that. So I mean, besides I feel like the majority of high school kids moods problems during high school with like mood and stuff, I didn't really notice anything that was too different. So yeah, it was just hard to remember taking that all the time, which led to me having one of my children. So yeah, so after I had Italy, I was like, okay, obviously this is just not gonna cut it. I need to figure out something else. So I decided to get Paragard. Paragard is the non-hormonal birth control. It's like the copper IUD. Obviously, if you guys are out shopping for birth control, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just look it up and you can look up more information. But basically, I think that one's the one that lasts 10 years after insertion. So after, and I got it like at my first checkup after having Italy, because that's the easiest time. Your uterus or whatever is your cervix, I mean, not your uterus, because they don't implant it in your uterus, they implant it into your cervix. Your cervix is already a little bit softer. It hasn't came back from stretching to obviously have your kid and stuff yet, so that's the easiest, most comfortable time to get it done. So I went ahead and got it done, didn't have to think about it, blah blah blah. So I was still breastfeeding at this point, and the majority of women, when you're breastfeeding, you don't really have a period. And I thought the same thing. I wasn't gonna have a period, and lo and behold, with Paragard, I started getting a period. And month after month, a period, like after like the first 2 months, I noticed like, damn, my period is literally lasting me like 10-11 days from start to finish, from light days, heavy days, then light days again, like 10 to 11 days. And so, you know, I read the side effects and everything, talked to my doctor about side effects, and basically it's just one of those things where you kind of have to let it just like run its course, kind of, and you have to wait after you get IUDs basically to let them regulate in your body and let yourself re-regulate. So I was like, okay, well, I'll let it, you know, like regulate itself, do its thing. I'll wait and see if things get better. And month after month after month after month, they did not. And Mostly this was a concern of both myself and my doctors because I'm already anemic, which is kind of like a blood kind of condition, and already being a little bit anemic or iron deficient and then bleeding that much is not very healthy. So it was just like really a lot. So after a year, I let my doctor know. And my doctor's great, by the way. I mean, I was in contact with him and we were checking on it, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, after a year, it got to the point where I was just like, okay, it's been a year. I'm still having these horrible periods, and also with cramps that like literally, they felt like contractions. And I'm not even like, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys know, cramps really can be that bad that they literally almost feel like contractions. So it was like really, really bad. So anyways, I tried to stick with it. And finally, after about a year and some change, I ended up looking into what I needed to do to switch it. So, obviously, didn't want the pill, didn't want the shot because of weight gain, blah, blah. So, I decided to try the IUD Mirena. Mirena is like Paragard, but this one does have hormones, and I think it's a 3 to 5 year on insertion. Birth control, like how long it lasts for. So, tried Mirena. I'm gonna preface it with this. That was probably the worst decision that I've ever made in my whole entire life. After I had Italy, I bounced back, honey. Let me tell you, I bounced back with a vengeance. I only like a month and a half, maybe 2 after having Italy, weighed 124. And I have not weighed 124 since like freshman year high school, sophomore year high school. So, I was slim, looking great, feeling healthy. I was eating really good. I mean, I've always ate, well, I don't know if I was eating really good per se. I was probably eating better after I had J. Marie, to be honest. But, you know, I was like eating well, trying to make smart choices like I always kind of do. I wasn't dieting or anything by any means. Let me say it that way. You know, and had energy. I was happy, blah, blah. Switched to Mirena. All of that changed. I noticed after 2 months, 3 months maybe, that I was exhausted. And I mean, just like unexplainably exhausted. As a mom, we're exhausted anyways. I'm always exhausted. But I was just like unexplainably exhausted every single day. Almost where like I felt like I couldn't even function at the level that I wanted to function for my girls. So that's when I really realized there was a problem. All of a sudden I didn't really have that much energy to put into, like, even on my days that I didn't have something to do, going out for lunch or going on a walk or something with my boyfriend to give him some attention too, when I used to like love and have energy and want to do that all the time. And I was just like moody through the entire month, not just my PMS month. I was bitchy, I was mean, and like just for like no reason. And like sometimes it was so bad that I would just be like, I would like tell myself like, oh my God, I am so mean right now. But it was just like I couldn't even like control it. It just kept happening, even though I was aware and I didn't want to be. It was just like I was just snapping all the time. So I was like, this is crazy. And I blame Mirena for that. And also, my 124, honey, poof, kiss that 124 behind goodbye, sweetheart. I gained 15, almost 20 pounds now in the matter of 4 months. So already I'm having like behavior problems, attitude problems, and then you tack 15 to 20 pounds onto that, honey. I was miserable. I hated everything. I hated everyone. I hated everything about myself, and that is not like me at all. I am not that person at all. Never have been. So I was like, this has got to be this damn birth control. So I had it for about 5 months total, and that was it. That was enough for me to be like, girlfriend. And I was still having periods. They were lasting 5 days, 4 to 5 days, every month, maybe a little bit longer than a month, maybe like every month and 2 weeks or something I would get them. Cramps were horrible. I didn't have a baby though. But yeah. So after about 5 months, I was like, this has got to go. So about I don't know, 2 months ago, maybe month and a half ago, 2 months, I decided to switch back to Paragard. And I was like, F it, I may have 11-day periods or whatever was going on. I may have horrible cramps, but I would take Midol. I will get heating pads. I will stock up with the coupon lady on pads and tampons before I feel like this and before I keep gaining weight. That I literally is just coming from nowhere. No matter if I dieted for a month solid. I dieted for a month solid, did not lose an ounce, gained weight, drank nothing but water, gained weight. I was like, this is crazy. So it's just, some of them, for some people, they give you water retention and stuff like that. So I was like, nope, this gotta go. So I just switched back to Paragard. I'm having periods. They are shorter this time, 5 to 6 days. Cramps are still bad, but they're manageable. And I actually have cramps not throughout my whole entire period. I have them before my period, which I would rather, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now I'm just in the process. I've never ever in my life had to work to lose weight, ever. Not even after having my kids. It just came off. So for the first time in my life, I'm figuring out how it is that I can start to shed some of this weight, because I'm really not happy at the weight that I am right now. And I just have never, well, I have, middle school, I have never weighed this much, you know what I'm saying? So I've had to like alter my wardrobe these past few months, and like how I dress and stuff, and it's just been, honestly, it's been depressing. So yeah, like I don't even want to like really get dressed and go out, because I don't even know how to dress for my body type. And it's like my body type literally changed over the matter of 4 months, you know, 3-4 months. So it's just like been a lot. So anyways, that's where I am at now. I'm back on Paragard. I'm happy with it so far. I'm gonna try and lose this weight. My periods are a lot better than they were last time. I think me and my doctor think that that may have had something to do with the actual insertion of the Paragard. Maybe it shifted or something after he inserted it and made the periods just outrageous, which can happen, and the cramps even worse, obviously, which can be a cause of that as well. So yeah, I'm back on Paragard. I'm happy to be back on Paragard. I guess my advice to you guys is, obviously everyone reacts to all birth controls differently. Some people may have no side effects, no problems, no issues with any of them. You know what I'm saying? It may just be a case of finding what works for you, which I think a lot of the time is important. You can listen to these stories and stuff all day, but that doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen with you and your body. But I do think that for everyone, universally, if you can not have it be necessary for you to add extra hormones and mess with like the chemistry of your body, like on a hormonal level and stuff like that, I think that that's really important to maybe try to look into that option first, just to, you know, save your body some drama, trauma, whatever, because yeah, hormones mess with me greatly. Anyways, here comes an ambulance.
Do you guys always peek in the back of ambulances? I always try and peek in the back of ambulances to like see what's going on. I don't know if it's because I am on season 12 of Grey's Anatomy, which means I'm now a surgeon or what, but yeah, let me know if you do. Anyway, so yeah, that's
my birth control experience. I hope you guys learned something, maybe. Maybe this helped you guys, I don't know. But yeah, love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.